Let's talk about dentistry, because so many of us put off going to the dentist. We're nervous. Sometimes we're just cowards. You know what? We don't want to find out some bad news. We don't want to have that drill sound. And we put it off. Okay, you know, but really with high technology, by the way, drilling is way less than it used to be and all that stuff. But there's even one step further you can go, sedation. And I love Dr. Jim Craig. We've had so much good feedback. He's been on the show, Summerbrook Dental. I love when I get feedback and emails about someone who's been a guest on our show. And I'm not kidding. They love you. They think you're great. They love the sedation part of it. And you brought Tony with us, who's a patient. But I want to ask you, Dr. Craig, first, the sedation thing. Let's talk about the various levels, because people might think, wait a minute, I don't want to go out. Other people might say, I want to go out. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, there's 3 levels that I tell everybody of sedation. We can do a simple Valium and laughing gas. You're not asleep, but it just takes the edge off.
Just comfortable.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't even charge for that, because we kind of specialize in scared patients. So that's free in our office.
All right.
Then you can take a pill and kind of get more sedated that way. A lot of people who take a pill don't remember being at the office.
So that's more like an anesthesia?
Yeah, more like that. Yeah,
but it's still conscious sedation, right?
Very conscious sedation,
okay.
Yeah. And then we can also start an IV and put some meds in that way. And
you can actually be basically you go to sleep and wake up and it's done.
Basically you do. At least that's what it feels like to you. To us, you're still semi-conscious, but you don't really remember the appointment at all.
Yeah, I mean, there are people doing cosmetic surgery with this conscious sedation, so it's very effective.
It is.
And we have Tony. Tony, hi. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate this.
Good to be here.
I mean, you know, you're exposing yourself as a coward.
Yes, on TV.
No, let's talk about it. What about dentists? Did they make you nervous?
Absolutely. I couldn't even go. Last 10 years, I was barely able to make it just to get a checkup and maybe a cleaning, but I could never show up for the second appointment. And I just anxiety all night, and just the thought of it just made me sick to my stomach.
So you find out about Summerbrook, and how did it change you?
You know, I just got to a point where I knew I had to go, and there's something I had to do. I heard their advertising about sedation, so I thought, what the heck, I'll give them a call.
Okay, and what was it like? Tell me the experience.
Absolutely amazing. You know, I was completely scared to death. They listened to me. Dr. Craig was incredibly gentle, and the biggest thing was just listening and taking the time to hear how afraid I was. So
you hear that all the time, though, so it's nothing new.
No, nothing new to us, yeah.
But it's embarrassing, isn't it? You know.
It is embarrassing. You know, I used to be nervous. I used to hate that Novocaine feeling. I was afraid I was going to gag on my tongue or something. I mean, there are so many different phobias people have. And I know my wife just hates the sounds and the smells. She just hates all of that. Right?
I understand. Just hearing the drill, you think it hurts. Maybe it doesn't.
Or you're waiting for it to hurt, and you're going, when is it going to hurt?
That's right,
burying your head in the back of the chair.
So does this sedation, does it do anything for pain?
You know, it does. Some of the sedative agents that we use can dull the pain some. We still get you numb.
Yes, of course you get numb. Yeah. But then that also gives you another layer of pain relief in a way.
It does. Yeah, a lot of people who say they can't get numb, we get them sedated and they're fine. They get numb real well.
Now, your office does a lot for people. Not only sedation, but what about the entire environment? What did you think, Tony?
Well, the environment was fantastic. Everybody there is really cognizant that most people are afraid to be there.
Yeah, they specialize
They don't
in
like
that.
it. Everybody hates going to the dentist. And, you know, I guess just the biggest thing for me was just a complete... I had to go back twice, and I couldn't wait to go back the second time to finish my work.
That is cool.
You know, from going for, I couldn't even think about walking in the door.
Now, by the way, what kind of work did you have to have done after all that time?
I had all my silver fillings replaced.
Yes,
with,
a lot of people are doing
white
that.
Porcelain, and I had a crown done. So.
Now, you do a lot. You do, of course, replacement of fillings, regular cavities. You do Invisalign.
We do, yeah. We love Invisalign.
Invisalign is straightening your teeth with those trays that are invisible.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nobody can tell.
And also, you do whitening.
We do. Yeah.
And just about everything. You have a lab right in your office.
Yeah.
A virtual lab.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, if you need a crown in our office, and Tony, I don't think this technology was available when you came. It's newer to us, but you can actually have a crown prepared and cemented in the same day now. You don't have to wear a temporary. It can just be done right away.
What they do is they literally mimic what you have in your mouth, and they carve it right out of material. The computer does it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
And so what about root canals?
Yeah, we do root canals. Absolutely.
Now, this is a pretty rare thing to find all of this under one stop, and not only do you get all this done there, but you can have it under sedation, as Tony experienced, and it really does make a difference. Now, some of the financing options, the business part of it I really want to talk about. You have 2-year interest-free financing.
We do, yeah, or longer with interest, yeah.
And that's pretty cool. Then you can treat the entire family. That's another thing. You do children.
We do, yeah. Yeah, I love to see kids.
And the practice has been around 30 years. You have you and a partner that took it over, and you, according to our emails, you have great customer service. Now, can you usually make a schedule and get in pretty quickly?
Usually you can, especially if you're in pain. But even if you're not, we try to accommodate same-day service whenever possible. Even if someone comes to our office for a cleaning and we find out they need a small cavity, we try our best to not make them reschedule and come back. We try to just get it taken care of if it works in their schedule.
Okay, so we have 2 special offers today, okay? Let's talk about them. Free bleaching trays with an exam and cleaning. So if you go in just for an exam and cleaning, you get free bleaching trays to take with you so you can have whitening whenever you need it. Or, listen to this one. If you've not been to a dentist in a while, you may not have a lot of money to go to a dentist, or you don't know what the situation is, you're just curious. Free x-ray, free exam, and free consultation, all of it. You just go in. It's free. They are hoping they can make new guests, new patients, new relationships. So they're willing to introduce you to their practice at Summerbrook for free x-rays, free exam, free consultation with no obligation. Of course, they would love to have you as a patient. Summerbrook Dental is offering also this, a free consultation for Invisalign. And if you decide to have Invisalign, it's $300 off the case, and that's a true $300 off, right?
Yeah,
you take that off. So all of these consultations come with no obligation, and of course, free x-rays as well. Now, Summerbrook Dental Group, you can reach them at 303-693-1215, 303-693-1215, or summerbrookdental.com. If you're listening and you're not a candidate, but you have a friend who's nervous or hasn't been to a dentist, please tell them about this free consultation. Give them the number if they're nervous. Tell them about Sedation Dentistry. So tell some people about this, 303-693-1215, or summerbrookdental.com.